guys. So today I had like a lot of issues. So like I guess with my podcasting client because I was like, does he understand what's going on? And it's like he's like telling me, yeah, I get it, I understand. It's like, but he doesn't understand. So I'm just trying. Okay, so podcasting is like radio. That's why I like it because I always want to work on radio. I would work on television. I have no problem with that. So once I've been podcasting, I moved into YouTube because YouTube is like, oh my God, I get to see my face. I get to see myself. I get to see who I am. So I am perfectly fine with podcasting, but I started doing videos because people were still in my videos, and then they were still in my podcast, and then acting as if they were doing oratoricals and all this different stuff. So then they started stealing my shows, trying to get into my account and delete my shows, all this different stuff, because now they have the numbers, but they didn't want them to know that it came from me, not from little girls. So now I'm doing this thing with this guy, and he's like, I understand, but I work with Sprecher. So when I'm telling you this, I'm talking about Sprecher. I don't know about all the other podcast platforms because they didn't work for me. I love Sprecher. So Sprecher does this thing where the distribution is like automatic. The advertising for the podcast is automatic. Even though I do my podcast on YouTube, the advertisements for the like not advertising, but the podcast will go to YouTube automatically. So it's like it's still another platform. So that is it. Like, so when I do the video, I do that on a YouTube platform. When I'm done with my Sprecher podcast, the Sprecher will send out, okay? It will send out a podcast version of what I'm doing. And I also do a podcast. So I can like redirect where the Sprecher go. But all of it actually just comes to my YouTube, okay? So what I'm doing is like I could just like take that other Sprecher podcast and just send it to my Brown Sugar Talk, so then I can get content there. What else? Somebody is hacked into my Sprecher because my numbers never change. Like my numbers have not changed this entire time. So it's like the same continuous show. It's just playing. Somebody stops the numbers. So it's like if the numbers stop, how do we know what's really going on? That's why I still do my show every day, because this person wants me to feel like I'm dead. I'm so serious. Like it's like, what the fuck are you trying to kill me for? And that's it. So it's just like I do my show every day. I have a chat over here. If somebody ever wants to chat, like I can say something to you like, hello guys. Hey, you guys. And I hope that it's going out. How is everyone today? So I can also do this on my live. What is this? On my live podcast with Sprecher too. I can also chat with people as well. So any place I am, I can chat. You know what I'm saying? Any live I do, I can chat. Twitter, Twitch, whatever, except for Twitter. Twitter, I don't see chat, but Twitch, I guess I can chat on all of them because I always go live. So that's it, y'all. It's like I just want him to understand that a podcast is a radio. It's basically a radio show, and then basically a radio show, and then YouTube is the same thing, but it's like it's visual. It's just a visual radio show. Like all of it's radio except for they are two different platforms. Once you get done with your YouTube show, you can just share your show to advertise. So you can share it to Blogger, Pinterest. You can share it to all those different like Vimeo. You can share it to all those different platforms. And I say sometimes share it to different platforms because new and different platforms, because what happens is you'll get different different listeners, different watchers, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll get different people to start looking at your podcast, and it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like that's in the spirit of everything. So that's it. That's all. I just want to do a podcast 101. I already showed y'all, like I already have the show where I teach you for real how to set up your podcast and all that different stuff, and that's it. And it's step by step. So I have given this man the directions like so many times, and today he just practiced, and so hopefully he'll get it done. But he keeps saying he has the content together, but he just hasn't. And so it's like I just dive in. So I don't know how other people do it. I just dive in and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I think I'm gonna try to edit this video. I practiced that today, but that's it. Just dive in and do it. Have a good day. Oh, that was the other part. With the Sprecher too, if your video is like longer than 15 minutes, it'll break it into parts. So that's something else I had to explain to him. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So maybe I should start looking and seeing what time my podcast stops, because it'll be like, if it's 30-40 minutes, it'll break it into parts. I don't think it really does that anymore, but it'll break it into 15-minute shows. You see what I'm saying? So every show will have commercials and advertisements or whatever. You see what I'm saying? But it really does break it into parts. And that's it. Like, that's important to know on Sprecher. So you can just like, oh, I'm going to do this for 15 minutes and then I'll do this for the other 15 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So you can do a 2-part show and you could just go straight through and do it. And that's just recording your voice. You don't have to do that on YouTube too. You could just do that on Sprecher, and Sprecher will advertise to YouTube. Sprecher will send it to all of the podcast outlets and everything. So that's it. Just try it. You might like it. Have a good day.